Where's the button? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Care Workers webinar. Absolute pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. My name's Carly and I'm the Transition Lead Nurse, and I'm just going to go around the screen and present my colleagues that work in the team. So Laura, over to you first.
Thanks, Carly. Hi, everyone. My name's Laura Travers. I'm the Pastoral and Project Support Facilitator. I may have seen a few of you in your interviews, and I answer your questions on the chat as well, so it's nice to see you.
Thanks, Laura. And Vicky?
Hi, I'm Vicky Brown. I'm one of the recruitment partners with the Alliance. It's lovely to see you all today.
Thanks, Vic. Tracy?
Hello everybody, I'm Tracy Collins. I'm the International Nursing and Workforce Lead here in the Alliance, and it's great to see so many of you have joined today.
Thank you, Tracy. And Emily?
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Winslow. I'm one of the recruitment partners and I'm busy trying to match your CVs to a care home.
Indeed, thank you very much. So obviously we are really excited to be part of this pilot. So as a Devon Alliance, we have already successfully deployed almost 700 registered nurses into our hospitals in Devon in the last 18 months. So we are experts in international recruitment, and we were very honoured to be asked to recruit carers into our nursing homes and domiciliary care providers in Devon. So as you know, a lot of you would have already been interviewed. So today's webinar is all about the education programme that we want you to complete before you actually arrive in Devon. And this has been written to help with your transition into your new employment. And I think that will really reduce any anxieties that you may already have. All of you are already part of the WhatsApp group, which is the most engaged WhatsApp group I've ever been part of. So keep those questions coming. So Laura, I just wondered if you might be able to share the education pathway handbook that we've written. Now, you will receive this when we know which employer you're going to be going to. So some of you may not have got this yet, but just be patient. And as soon as we've matched you with an employer, you will be sent all of this information. But we just wanted to talk it through. So this is... Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. So this is the education pathway we want you to do before you arrive. So if you can scroll down, and we'll just go through the steps of this process. Now, if any of you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat. Don't be shy. I don't think you are shy from looking at the WhatsApp group. Ask us any questions you've got. So we really recognise as an alliance that any education we can put you through before you arrive will help you with that transition. We've written a pastoral passport document which you will be sent. This is a one-stop shop for everything you need to know about living and working in Devon. It includes information about cost of living, what the weather's going to be like, what to pack, things to do on your days off, and how to make a Devon cream tea, which I will go on to later. So if you could scroll down. So we are working closely with the Royal College of Nursing for this education programme. The Royal College of Nursing is a nursing union, and they also provide professional support and learning and education. Now, they have a course called First Steps, which is free to access for all of you. OK, you don't have to be a member or pay anything. It's free for you to access. What's absolutely fantastic about this course is that it's mapped to our national occupational standards. So we know that this course meets a certain level. There are certain modules in there, such as safeguarding of vulnerable people, documentation, accountability, infection prevention, and all of you already have quite a lot of experience working in care, but this is a really good introduction to working in healthcare in the UK. So what we're going to go on to now is we're going to talk you through the steps of actually getting access to this course. It's fairly straightforward, but it's a little bit clunky in one aspect, which is why we wanted to talk it through with you. So all of you will be sent the link. So Laura, if you could screen share, so the RCN website, we're going to talk through how you access these modules. Okay, so first off, you want to Google Royal College of Nursing, okay, First Steps. So I just wondered, Laura, are you able to log out, and we can do it as if they're a new member? So I think you're in as a member there. Yeah, just you log out, and we'll do it from the first page. Right, so what you will need to do is you will need to log in, okay, and create an account. That's absolutely free. So you would log in as an RCN customer, all right, because you're not a member. You would give an email address and make a password, and then that would register you for a My RCN account. Then you come out of this page and go back in to the RCN First Steps page. So I wonder if you might be able to do that. First step. So then you will go to login, and you'll put the email address and password that you've just used, which Laura's going to do. Fab. Okay, that will take you in to the home page. Then you need to put First Steps into the search bar. First Steps, professional development. Fantastic. Right. Then Laura has already enrolled, okay, but you enroll and then you can go to the course. So you just click the enroll button, and then if you click go to the course, and we'll just show them the modules. So it's fairly straightforward. It's just the first bit, you have to have a My RCN account, so you just register for it, which is free. Come back out the page, go back in. If you've got any problems, please ask us on the WhatsApp group. So then these are the modules, okay? You can track your progress along the top. And all of the titles down the left hand side of the page, that's all the different modules, okay? And as I said before, it does map to our national occupational standards. So if you just want to click on the, let's choose one, let's say promoting person-centered care. Let's click on that one as an example. Okay, when you've completed the activity, you have to click the box, okay? So we're going to enter. So you will complete the module. So once you've completed those titles, you then attempt the quiz. So we do need you to have passed the quiz. So at the end of this course, you won't get a certificate, but we just want you to take a screenshot to say you have completed and passed. I don't expect this course to take you any longer than 6 hours. Okay, I have completed it myself. It's not too difficult, and because you've all got experience in care, I think you'll find it really helpful and quite straightforward. So just send us the screenshots when you've completed it and send it in to us on WhatsApp. If you click to launch manually, yeah.
Laura, one of the questions was just saying that the print is a bit small. Can it go any bigger? But I don't know if we can we? Or
No, not while I'm sharing my screen. I'm in a different. Let me see. Should be a bit bigger. Let me try and on my screen. I don't even know how to make it bigger.
You might not be able to, I don't think, with a.
Okay, right. Should we look at?
Yeah, let's click into part 1.
Yeah.
Introduction to patient-centered care. Okay, scroll down. So there's some information there that you would read through. It talks all about patient safety and safeguarding.
Okay, and then click next.
So there's some really helpful information in there, which it may be slightly different to what you're used to in the country that you're working in. So you go through it all. There's quite a lot of videos in there and interactive modules. There's slide 1, and a lot of the questions are based on scenarios, clinical scenarios. Once you've completed each module, you then complete the quiz, okay? And yeah, like I said, please send us a screenshot when you've passed. So take your time going through it. You can restart the modules if you need to, but we just wanted to sort of walk through what it looks like. So have a look through. But what I really like about the Royal College of Nursing is that you'll then have a My RCN account. It's completely free, but there's lots of other educational resources on there that you may want to look at. Your first step is completing First Steps, all right, because that will give you that introduction to healthcare in the UK. But even just on that page we've come from, it talks about that career pathway from being a carer, and all the different routes and opportunities that are available for you in the UK. For example, we've got training nursing associate pathways. So just have a look and access as much as you like on the Royal College of Nursing. So Laura, could you play the First Steps video, and it just gives you an introduction?
First Steps is one of the Royal College of Nursing's most popular online learning tools for healthcare assistants. Whether you're new to healthcare or looking to refresh your knowledge, First Steps equips you with the skills you need to succeed in your role. Mapped to a range of national occupational standards and featuring practice-based scenarios, First Steps is designed to enrich your portfolio of learning. On completion, you will be ready to explain key aspects of assisting nursing practice, including your individual rights and responsibilities in your role as a healthcare assistant, the correct process, policies and practices around safeguarding vulnerable people, recording and accessing nursing and medical records, undertaking observation activities, the safety of staff and all other individuals in the workplace, and the need for continuing professional development and reflective practice. You will be able to describe what is meant by person-centred care and patient safety, the legal requirements of confidentiality, consent and capacity, and the principles surrounding effective communication and promoting health, accountability and delegation, treating people with dignity, respect and privacy, equality, diversity and an individual's rights, infection prevention and control, and the process for raising concerns. Not only that, First Steps offers a reflective template to capture what you've learnt, quiz-style assessments, and for RCN members, a certificate of completion. To get started, head to rcn.org.uk/First Steps. If you wish to obtain a certificate upon completion, you'll need to be a member of the RCN. Join at rcn.org.uk/join.
Brilliant, thank you, Laura. So, like it said at the end, if you do want a certificate, you do have to be a member, which will mean that you'll have to pay to become a union member. You don't have to do that, okay? Just send us the screenshots that you've completed the module. Obviously, if you do want to become an RCN member, that's entirely your decision, but you don't have to, all right? So one of the other things that we ask you to complete before your arrival is a All About Me document. Now, the All About Me document is literally what it says on the tin. So it is all about you. It tells us a bit more about you, your likes and dislikes, about your family, what's really important to you, foods that you like to eat and what you're really excited to eat in the UK. So I think the top one at the moment has been a roast dinner, Laura, hasn't it? And toad in the hole as well. So I was quite surprised that people knew what toad in the hole, because it is not a toad, a frog. So happy to tell you what that is if you want me to. But we're just going to share the document, and then what we do with this document, once you've filled it in and sent it back to Laura, Laura will send it to your new employer, okay? They will share that with their team, and it gets team to learn more about you before your arrival, and I think that really help your transition. So name, and then your employer will go on the front. Then put a nice photo of yourself on there. We've had some various photos come in, all of them fabulous. And then your name, okay? So some international staff come over and think that they have to be called an English name, we will call you your name, okay? Absolutely. If you're called Kemby, we will call you Kemby. We will call you what you want us to call you. Please don't think you have to adjust and be called an English name when you're here. We want to call you by your birth name, all right? So just please put in there. Put in where you're from and what your likes and dislikes are, and families and pets. Now, the pets is in there because some nursing homes, or if you're going into visiting patients in their own homes, there will be pets. And I do know there are some nursing homes that might have their own cat. So it's really important that we know about any allergies, or if you're petrified of dogs, because that may influence the home visits that you might be sent to if you're going into domiciliary care. Scroll down. Tell us about your religion and your cultural beliefs. That's really important. It might be that, you know, you want to be fairly close to a local church or a place of worship. Please put that in there, because your employer may put you in touch with that religious group in the area, or point you in the right direction. Put in there what's important to you. So myself and Laura were looking at some of these that have come back in this morning, and someone had put that they hate untidiness and they hate it when people don't work together as a team. Put all of those things, but you can also put personal things in as well. So other things like if going shopping once a month for clothes is really important to you, put it in there. Okay, this is all about learning more about you as an individual. Put your allergies and your dietary requirements, whether you can drive or not, and what your interests are. So not just about professional interests and achievements. Tell us about you. What, you know, if you're interested in knitting, put that in. That gives us a real flavour of who you are. One of the documents that have come back this morning has put their favourite place was a Dubai shopping mall. I absolutely love that. I'm a big shopper myself, and I love Dubai shopping mall, so I can completely support that. Put your favourite food and the British food that you can't wait to try, okay? So we're really enjoying reading them as they come back. So we've gone through first steps, so you'll complete that before you arrive. We want the All About Me document back before you arrive. And then the other part of the education pathway is that we tell you about other opportunities that are available for you when you arrive, and also when your families come over. So we recommend that your families join you a couple months after you've arrived. They can access courses for free as well through the Health and Social Skills Accelerator programme. We call that HACCP for short. So Laura, I don't know if you've got that on the education pathway to share. There are many courses on there. Go on.
Do you want the video? No,
we'll do that next time, I think.
Give me a second, I'll just find it.
Yeah, that's fine. There's lots of courses on there, and they're not all care related. So for example, if you've got a husband that's going to be joining you in a few months and they'd like to get their maths done for free, they can access that through the Health and Social Skills Accelerator programme. All right. So it's just to give you a taste of the wealth of opportunities and educational resources that you can access when you're in the UK. So this is the official website. You are more than welcome to have a look. We're really pleased to be working in collaboration with Proud to Care, and go on there. You will be really pleasantly surprised about the opportunities that are available. Now, all of this that we've talked about today, all of this, you know, the First Steps course, this is in addition to your mandatory induction that you will have from your employer. So when you arrive, you will have your manual handling training at your employment. You will have infection control. This is all a taster, okay? This will all help you to understand more of what's going to be expected when you arrive. And so there will be plenty of opportunity for career development. So what I'd like to do now, I want to hand over to Emily. Emily's just going to run through next steps in terms of when you will find out where you're going to be working, because I know we've had lots of questions in the group chat about when will I know, and Emily is the right person to answer that. So Emily, I'm just going to hand over to you.
Lovely, thank you. So thank you all so much for your patience so far. It's It's a real task, actually, going through all your CVs and sending them through to the relevant either dom care provider or care home. So I'm just trying to match you up with the most relevant provider at the moment. So the good news is 6 of you have been offered a certificate of sponsorship, which is brilliant. And I know you're going through the visa application process at the moment. So hopefully we'll be welcoming you to the UK in the next couple of weeks. In addition to those 6, there's 8 more job offers that have gone out. So 8 more of you have been successful, which is brilliant. And we're just gathering all of your documents at the moment so we can issue COS in the next couple of days. So that's great. So that's 14 of you have been successful. So well done, all of you. And the rest of you, I have got your CVs out everywhere. We've got 9 care home providers that I've sent your CVs to, in addition to 3 dom care providers. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them at the moment, actually. Social care, as with the NHS, is incredibly busy, and unfortunately some of the interviews that were due to happen today were cancelled, and I'm sorry about that, but I will reschedule those because one of our care home providers had a bit of a crisis this morning to deal with. So it is a constant juggling act, but it is all going, and your CVs are out there. So as soon as I hear anything from any of our providers, I will get back to you. I know that some of the feedback hasn't been that positive for a couple of you, and I've spoken to you about tweaking your CVs, and I know some of you have done that already, which has been really helpful, and I think that'll make all the difference. You know, these providers really want to see your care experience above all else, and I know some of you have got other jobs, but if you can really focus your CV around your care experience, that's what really sort of is going to grab those providers and you know, capture their interest, I think. So if you perhaps could spend a bit of time going through your CV, and if you do want to send me an updated one, that'll be brilliant. So just email it over to me, and I can update your details and send it through. But at the moment, if I'm coming across something like that, I'm getting in touch with you straight away, and we are actually rectifying it there and then. So thank you for your patience. I will just keep sending your CV out and updating you whenever I get some news. So thank you.
Lovely, thank you very much, Emily. So Laura's just going to provide an update in terms of setting up WhatsApp groups. So just hand over to you, Laura.
Thanks, Carly. So anyone that has been offered a role after their interview, we're setting up WhatsApp groups. So you'll be in another WhatsApp group, difficult to keep track, with yourself, Carly and myself, and other successful carers that are going to the same place as you. So you can all get to know each other, and after you've kind of had your COS, we'll then add your new line managers and things like that. So it's a really exciting time to be able to put you in these groups and to have this communication going on between you, and you can ask us any questions, and we're just sort of it's like an extension of the carers group that you're in, but just a bit more focused on where you're going and the area that you'll be living in. So it's exciting.
Great, thank you. And I just really wanted to stress the importance of that we are here for you if you need to reach out to us, even when you've arrived. You know, you might be a couple of weeks down the line or a couple of months, something's come up, there's a problem. We are here to support you. Okay, we don't walk away as soon as you've arrived and you start working. We want to know if there's problems, if things you're not quite happy with. You know, we want to make sure that you're happy and that you're being supported. So please continue to keep in touch with us. All right, that's really important. Don't worry about asking us any questions. Please don't be shy, and we want to know if there's a problem. All right. So what we're going to do on the next fortnightly webinar, which will be, so we've got Christmas, haven't we, in a fortnight. So I guess it'll be in the new year. We're going to do, I've recorded a webinar with the Health and Social Skills Accelerator Programme leads to talk to you about the opportunities that you may want to take up when you are here in Devon. Unfortunately, you can't access those courses before you've arrived because you've got to be in the UK, but that's all right. It's just a taster to show you what's available. If you've got any feedback for us, or there's something that you'd really like to see that you think is important that we haven't covered, please tell us in the chat. This is a pilot for us, okay? So we want to know if we can change things or share with you any information that would be more important. So a bit of a short webinar this morning. I hope you found it useful. you've been very shy on the questions this morning, which is unlike you, in the WhatsApp chat. But we are in the chat, as you know, we're in there all the time. Ask us any questions that you've got. And Tracy, I don't know if there was anything else that you wanted to add.
Yeah, just to reiterate, really, in terms of what Emily has said, we're absolutely thrilled. So many of you have applied, to come and live and work in Devon. And as I've sort of put in my message in the WhatsApp group, we have had to wait a little while just to receive the names of the providers, so the care homes and the nursing homes and the domiciliary care providers in terms of their actual numbers of people that they need to come and work with them. So from the provider perspective, it's been a little bit slow, unfortunately, but every day we are receiving sort of new provider names now and details, which is great. We as a team are having introductory meetings with those providers so that we can understand, the company, a little bit about the residential homes or nursing homes or the domiciliary care, so that we can be really as close as possible in terms of matching skills and competencies and specific requirements to those providers, because we want you to be happy at the end of the day, and we want you to be able to be successful in your career, and we want you to stay. So that's what's very sort of, not slow, but that's what takes the time, and sort of literally matching each of you to those right providers. Because certainly, I mean, Carly and I know from being nurses, it is so important to have the right fit, and we call it a right fit. And that in terms means the right place for you, yourselves. You have to be happy, and it's really important you're happy. If you're happy staff, we know that the patients or residents or clients, are also happy, and it all really impacts, doesn't it, in terms of quality of care, patient safety, but also lives, living here. So please do bear with us, and we can guarantee that things will move forward. They are moving forward each day. We have another provider meeting later on this afternoon. We have another one tomorrow. We have some more next week. Then obviously it's Christmas. There are some more interviews being scheduled for early January. And it's been fantastic in terms of just how many people have applied. We have around 500 or 600 applications currently in our pool. So you can imagine that is taking quite a bit of time just to sift through to make sure obviously your experiences match the requirements of the home. But once you're here, I'm confident, and we are as a team, that you'll really enjoy living and working in Devon. It is a really lovely part of the world to be in. The providers we've started to meet, we're assured ourselves that actually they will be really supportive. They will look after you. Many are already working with international staff. So there are quite a few of our providers that actually have international communities locally. So you will be supported from other international staff and workforce that are here. Plus, within our NHS colleagues and trusts, the hospitals that we support, as Carly has mentioned, nearly 700 nurses have been brought into Devon. So there is a big international community. And hopefully next year, we'll be able to pull all of you together. So all of our AHPs, nurses, care workers, senior care workers, into a day where we can celebrate in terms of, to live and work in Devon. And we can, do some cultural dancing, cultural meals, just being able to talk about your experiences of living and working here, because that's what's really important for us. We know we're making a difference here for our local communities in Devon, but we're also making a difference for yourselves, but also for your families and loved ones too. So that's the important part of this for us. So we can't wait to welcome you, and certainly our first arrivals, we would absolutely be having a little celebration through social media. We do want to have photographs of you before you leave your home countries, ideally when you arrive in the UK, and even more so when you're here in Devon, so that we can really share that far and wide with people. And hopefully this time next year, we will have even more providers and be able to bring even more wonderful care workers and seniors. You know, if it's not into Devon, it will be into our local communities, you know, neighbouring communities as well. So we're really, you know, keen for this to happen. But yes, I think that's all from me, Carly. But you know, please do post any questions in the chat. I don't think we have any more. So I think somebody is just in the chat here has just put not sure what to ask, just feeling a bit overwhelmed, to be honest, had a really tough year. So I'm praying I have an interview and will be successful by Christmas. Oh, bless you. That's I'm really sorry you've had a tough year, and I think the world's in a difficult place, isn't it, at the moment? We've all just coming through the pandemic. You know, the world's just opening up. There's a lot of global economic crisis. As well as also healthcare systems really having a difficult time. Certainly here in the UK, it's a difficult time at the moment with what's called winter pressures. You know, there's a lot of people and a lot of demand needing the healthcare service at the moment. But whatever our personal circumstances are as well, you know, we've all, I think, sort of, we'll be glad when January 2023 is here, and to start, you know, a new year afresh. But please bear with us. All right, I can't guarantee you're going to have an interview, you know, before Christmas, but just, you know, you use this as an opportunity to, you know, touch base with your colleagues in the WhatsApp group. We are here to support you. We will absolutely get you an interview as soon as we possibly can. It is important we get you placed with the right provider. If you want to message us outside of this public forum, you know, or through the WhatsApp group, you can do, and we can see how we can support you. You know, on a personal basis. So please do that. But use this as that bit of comfort, you know, as a group, and within us. Okay, and hopefully you'll be with us very, very soon. Please be assured, though, we're doing everything we can to move things forward as quickly as possible.
Lovely, thank you, Tracy. So Laura's just sent out the next Care Workers webinar for the 5th of January. At the same time, so I think you've just put the link in the chat, have you, Laura? Well done.
Yes,
that's great.
yeah, but I'll put it in the WhatsApp group, and I'll send an email, so
right,
don't worry.
Okay, so look out for the email. So by then Christmas would have come and gone, so we hope that you all have a really lovely Christmas, and we hope that you get to spend some time with your family and loved ones, and you stay safe. It's minus temperatures over here in Devon at the moment, so some of you may want to wait until after Christmas. It's going to be -6 tonight, so we're having a particularly cold snap. So like Tracy said, things are moving along at pace now. We will be in touch with you. Keep the questions coming in the chat, in the WhatsApp, and all of you take care, and we'll see you soon. All right, take care, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.